Hey, how y'all doing? Rashad the Great. Back with another video, baby. It's Sunday. I'm gonna do a Sunday sermon that. I'm gonna do it royal priesthood. A lot of people facing insecurity all over the world and poverty all over the world, and my heart goes out to you again. And it's some things that we should do to get us to a better position. But first, you gotta know who you are. You are a chosen generation. You are a royal priesthood. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are the lender and not the borrower. The Bible said, greater works than you will do than me. And we gotta stop relying on the government. Stop relying on your job. You have to have multiple streams of income to get rich, to get successful. You gotta have a side business, bake a cake. My grandma, one of my grandmas was an Avon lady. You gotta clean homes, Instacart. I'm in a position where I don't have to do every and any other job. But if I had kids, or if I was broke, and I used to be broke, I used to be in debt, just like you. And what I did was I worked every single day. If your kids, okay, you might have to pay for a babysitter. You might have to pay for daycare. Like, this is not the channel for your feelings. This is not the feeling channel. This is not the feel good channel. And I try to educate you and motivate you to become better. But it's like, you gotta want it for yourself. You gotta care about yourself. And like I told my second graders when I used to teach second grade, when I used to be a tutor in second grade, I can't want to learn more than you want to learn. I can't care about you more than you care about you. And I told that to second graders, and I'm going to tell it to you today too. You got to care about yourself. You got to care about, how do I get out of government? How do I get out of assistance? How? Is you a low life if you're trying to stay in government assistance for decades, and you can get a job, and you physically capable, and you mentally healthy? You got 2 limbs, or you got a mind, a strong mind. You got a brain that you can use, that God-given brain that He gave you, that wisdom. You're better than that. You are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. Get up, rise up, take your mat and walk. It was a man at the pool with the issue of blood. It was a man at the pool for 38 years. God told him to take up his bed and walk. How did God know he could walk? So he could do things that he wasn't doing, not because he couldn't do it, because he wouldn't do it. And because you wouldn't move, God can't move. You don't pray enough. You don't read your Bible. You don't study your Bible. You're not forgiving. Then how can God move? God said He can't forgive you if you can't forgive your brother and your sister. How can He forgive you? We got to read our Bible. We got to pray. I just left church. I'm on my way to the gym. I worked on myself, my spiritual temple and the spiritual bread. Now I got to get, stuff for my physical. You got to take care of yourself. Get off of these government programs. Get off of these food stamps. Get off of your back. Snap back. Get your waist snatched. Snap back into reality. And get what you deserve. Be a royal priesthood, a chosen generation. The head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower. That's what God said. I didn't say that. God said that in His word. That you will be the head and not the tail. That you will be above and not beneath. That you will be the lender and not the borrower. I didn't say that. Don't get mad at me. I didn't write the book. I'm just the messenger. Don't get mad at the messenger. Tired of us being broke, busted, and disgusted. And yes, we have natural disasters. And yes, we have trials and tribulations. And yes, we go through. But you can't be on government census for 10 years in America. There's no excuse. 20 years in America. No excuse. If you're not elderly, if you're not physically disabled or mentally disabled, you need a second and third job. You need to stop having kids out of wedlock. You need to have your kids in a 2-parent household. You need to do background checks on the people you marry and the people that you date. Before you date them, before you marry with them. Put their name in Google. You are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. And I love you. Nobody's going to be as honest as I am on this microphone because I don't get paid for YouTube. But by the way, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, and get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get paid. But yeah, man, you got to do things better. Let me give you some practical advice before I leave you. Practical advice. You can do coupons. I mean, I think the biggest thing is not having kids. That's my biggest money saving advice, food saving advice, not have kids. Second thing is, you gotta get out. You just follow the baby steps. Get out of debt. Follow baby steps. The second thing is baby steps. So we're gonna say baby step 1, save $1,000. Baby step 2, get out of debt. Baby step 3, 3 to 6 months emergency savings. Baby step 4, invest in your retirement. Baby step 5, invest in the kids' college fund, 529 plan. Baby step 6, pay off your house. Baby step 7. Oh no, I'm sorry. Baby step 1, $1,000. Baby step 2. So baby step 1, $1,000. Let's go back. Baby step 1 is $1,000, and you're gonna have to do that by your job, by a gig work. You can write a book. I'm giving you practical stuff that everybody can do. You can work extra hours. You can come in early, stay in later. Ask your boss for extra hours. Did a second and third job. That's how you're gonna say that was $1,000. Don't go out to eat. Don't have any more kids. Can put that dude on child support. I'm sorry if you ain't taking care of your kids. I don't feel sympathetic for nobody taking care of their kids. Second thing, 3 to 6, get out of debt. You can use the snowball method or the avalanche method. So what I did to get out of debt was I used so snowball method is basically you smart with the slowest debt, and once that pay off, the money you was paying for that, you put on the next closest debt. So you was paying one loan was $100 a month. All your loans, 3 loans, $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month loan. And then once that $100 a month loan go, you start on the $200 a month. But now you freed yourself up of $100 a month because you don't got that $100 loan. So now you was paying the minimum on each payment, $50 a month, let's say. So in 2 months you're gonna be done with the $100. So you don't have to do that $100 no more. But you're still paying on the $50 on this one. But you saved $100 from this one because you already paid off. So that's $150. So by the next month you put another $50 with that. That $200 one is gone in 2 months, approximately. And then you do the same thing for the third one. Now you got $300. So $300 saved. Now the next month that one will be gone. So and then the third thing is 3 to 6 months emergency savings. Again, you're going to work your behind off. You're going to do those second jobs, third jobs. You're going to put the pedal to the metal because we're about to get serious on becoming debt-free Christian millionaires. And then 4 is you put 15% in your Roth IRA or your 401k. And what you do is whatever the company matches. So say you get 4% match. And then you get 11, then you get 4% match. You put that 4%, and then you max out your Roth IRA as well. That's $7,000 a year. So if that 4% plus that $7,000, whatever that 4% of your income is, if that 4% and that $7,000 don't add up to 15% of your income, then you can go back and put some more in your 401k. But for me, I don't even play. I just max out the Roth IRA, which is $7,000, and then I put as much as it takes to max out my 401k every year. So the Roth is $23,500, and that's a very, very super hard for an average person to do because of life circumstances and salaries and taxes and interest and just lack of financial undiscipline, honestly, to get to that $23,500. And that's what you really want to do. That's really the game plan, is to get that $7,000 out the way. Everybody can do that. And then try to get that 20,500 and max that out. But if you can't, then the very minimum you need to do is start with the company match at whatever percent. Usually it's 2, 3, 4, sometimes 6%. Then you need to max out your Roth IRA after you did that 4% match. And usually that 4% is coming out your check. There's other nuances I might get into later, because I think it's something called tune-up as well, but we ain't gonna get to that. We're gonna make it real quick. So after we did all that, we $1,000. We got out of debt. We saved 3 to 6 months. We put 50% in. Number 5, pay for your child's 529 plan. Have that fully funded. Average child probably need $10,000 a year to go to school. Give them to a community college. Make sure they got their books and their materials, and send them on their way. We ain't gonna do no fancy dancy school. If they ain't got no full ride into no fancy dancy school, then so be it. Number 6, we're gonna pay off our house. Now, if you ain't got no kids, you can skip on to number 6 like I did, because I don't know when the kids are coming. Number 7, live and give generously. So, but throughout this process, we're giving 10% tithes in the church. I know a lot of y'all can't find a good church. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. You can't find a good church. Just let me know where you at, and I can find a good church for you. If you're in Florida, you can go to Church of God, Fifth Street Church of God. If you're in Alabama, you can go to Rock City. You can go to Livingstone's. If you're in Houston, I believe you can go to Joel Osteen Church, or he might be in Dallas. If you're in Dallas, you can go to Concord Church. If you're in Dallas, you can go to Tony Evans Church, Christ Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. If you're in Dallas, you can go to the Potter's House. If you're in Atlanta, you can go to 2819. You can go to Change Church if you're in Atlanta. Victory Church, Smoking Northfield if you're in Atlanta. The list goes on and on. Number 7, live and give generously. But anyways, some practical advices, man. Get another job. Stop having a bunch of kids out of wedlock. And even if you're married, you might want to slow down and not have kids until you get into making the enough money you want to make and enough salary you want to make. And best believe you must have God. And don't have kids, not just if you broke, but don't have kids if you don't have God. If you know you don't have Jesus, if you know you are atheist, if you know you're agnostic, so you can get some Jesus in your life, I wouldn't recommend having kids either. I wouldn't recommend dating until you know Jesus. I wouldn't recommend dating or getting in a relationship if you don't know Jesus. If you're not, if you're not financially, mentally, physically, especially at 30 plus. 20s, it is what it is, but 30 plus, 40 plus, you got 50 plus, you gotta have your life together, man. I know this was a long one, but I just love y'all and I care about y'all, and I'm about to get to the gym. So like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on. This is day 2 of 75 hard. Wish me well. And yeah, man, y'all make great decisions so y'all can have a great life. Rashad the Great, I'm out. Let's go, baby. Subscribe.